swimmers emotionally and physically while working at the university, and a deal with the U.S. Center for Safe Sport. Southern California News Group obtained an 18-page confidential document outlining McKeever's confession earlier this week. Now, it's the first time that she took responsibility for abuse allegations. An investigation in May of last year unveiled more than 90 incidents where McKeever bullied and abused swimmers, forced them to compete while injured, and hurled profanity and racial remarks at them. Now, McKeever was fired in January following the investigation. She was the most successful swim coach in Cal's history. Well, coming up here on KCBS.
I'm Kathy Whitman with a host of new traffic safety laws set to take effect in 2024, including one that can catch speeders.
The installation of speed detecting camera systems in specific areas.
Yeah. Traffic and weather together here on the 8s on KCBS, starting off with the 10 o'clock hour. We say good evening to Claire Beverly, and she found a new crash on 880 in Oakland.
Hey Shane, good evening. Yep, this is northbound on the Nimitz Freeway 880, just before you get to 98th Avenue. Two car crash happening the second lane from the left, just moments ago. They're trying to figure out if they can make it over toward the right shoulder. Fortunately, traffic's really light right now on the Nimitz Freeway and generally everywhere, so just a little bit slow right there at the scene of the accident. 580 also good drive right now getting through the Oakland area, and Highway 24 looking good out of Oakland, heading through the tunnel and into Lafayette. Bay Bridge traffic has been very light. And the lower deck eastbound 80 on the decline before you get to the toll plaza. Looks like we may have just had a fender bender there. All of a sudden a bunch of brake lights are stacking up. We'll keep an eye on that one for you. South San Francisco with your roadwork slowing you down here. Southbound 101 from before the Airport Boulevard off-ramp over to just past Grand Avenue. Got a lane blocked off. Our next report is 10:18 on the traffic leader, KCBS.
All right, thank you, Claire. Now we're taking a look at the KCBS Bay Area forecast here for your Thursday night. Mostly cloudy conditions. Might have a slight chance of rain later on after midnight. We do have this new front rolling in tomorrow. Going to be a breezy one here tonight. Could have your overnight lows dropping down into the 40s and 50s. And as I said, that other system's moving in tomorrow. It's going to be bringing lots of rain and wind with it. Potential for a few thunderstorms as well. Going to have your highs staying around the low to mid-60s. Traffic and weather together here on the 8th on All News 106.9 and AM 740 KCBS.
1877 cars for kids.
Oh boy.
1877 cars for kids. KARS cars for kids. 1877 cars for kids. Donate your car today.
Donate your car today at carsforkids.org. Your car, running or not, can be picked up as soon as the next day. No title, no problem.
There's a
Call
traffic signal,
877
so
Cars for
that
Kids
means
or go online at
I should
carsforkids.org
get the
to
road
donate
man.
today.
Please tell me it is, because I don't want scared that I'm not gonna make it. Oh, good. It's a traffic signal.
It's the last chance to donate
Good.
for 2023.
Right where the closure
Most
is,
online
so-
dating profiles are works of fiction. At It's Just Lunch, we are all about fun, real-life dates set up by real dating
Okay.
experts. Save a
Stop,
fiction for your
stop.
nightstand and call It's Just Lunch today. Visit it'sjustlunchsanfrancisco.com or call 415-989-9818.
Mount
Well,
Hamilton.
2024
okay.
will be the year some California cities will be allowed to test speed cameras. KCBS's Kathy Whitman reports this is one of the
Okay,
many
good.
new traffic
Good.
safety laws the
I'm almost
CHP will
fully
begin
out.
enforcing in the new year.
Almost
The
fully out.
California Highway
Oh,
Patrol
good,
will have a
good,
host
good.
of new laws set to take effect on January 1st to help make
Oh
the
my
roads
gosh, I
safer.
need to make
One
get
will
out
allow
of here.
6 cities
And
around
with
the state,
gas,
including
too.
Oakland, San Jose, and San
I am
Francisco,
so
to
scared.
test a camera system to catch speeders.
Come on,
CHP officer
please
Andrew
turn
Barclay.
Prior to those being implemented,
Please
the
turn
cities or
green.
counties have to advise everybody of where they're going in and when they are going to begin being used.
Cities also have to conduct a public information campaign so drivers will know what to expect ahead of time. Another law is designed for pedestrian safety.
This law will make it illegal for a vehicle to stop, stand, or park within 20 feet of a marked or unmarked crosswalk.
It will free
Come on,
the
come on,
area
come
so
on,
cars
come
can
on,
see
please, turn
pedestrians more
green.
clearly. And there are 2 new laws making it easier to stop catalytic converter thieves by tracking VIN numbers.
that would then be a crime that we can investigate and potential charges for that person.
Kathy Whitman, KCBS.
Boy,
Anyone who wants to put more jingle in their
close,
and
very close.
At NorCal Honda dealers' final days of Happy
Good.
Honda Days, get
Finally.
best of the year deals on a reliable, fun-to-drive
Take
Honda
it
that saves
slow
on
like you
gas,
have been
on
doing
repairs,
for
and
the
on
most
holiday
part.
hassles. Cha-ching-ching-a-ling. Save on fuel-efficient Accord and CRV hybrids.
Snowing back without charging.
HRVs that make every ride hella jolly. And on rugged, jamming, and test-fit SUVs that can dance across ice and snow like 8 tiny reindeer. Without all the infighting and celebrity attitude. And with high-tech safety features and the Bose premium sound system will be ho-ho-hoing for years to come. Happy Honda Days end January 2nd. Dash into your NorCal Honda dealer now. For more information, visit NorCalHondaDealers.com. Anyone who owns a Honda.
Backstreet Boys t-shirt. Tell me why. Because it stinks, Bruce. Tell me why. No, you tell me why I can't get rid of the odor. I've been trying down here with everything.
Yeah, 14 with gas to get through here. Really do.
Wow, it worked, guys.
Get mine really low. And ours is not good.
The leading value detergent in 3 washes. Find it wherever you buy laundry products. Most hot sauces are just basic. And let's face it, basic is boring. Melinda's hot sauces are anything but basic. Melinda's is made with fresh ingredients
Let's
and
go.
the finest chili peppers with that perfect balance
As good as you can.
of flavor. It leaves other hot
Okay.
sauces, well, just hot and bothered. Don't be basic. Upgrade to Melinda's and set your mouth on flavor.
good.
Visit melindas.com to find a retailer near you. Recently dismissed employees at a Jack in the Box location in Hayward protested what they said were unlawful firings during a rally on Wednesday, chanting "Si se puede" and holding signs portraying Jack in the Box as the Grinch. About 24 people involving former employees and their supporters gathered in front of the Mission Boulevard restaurant claiming they were fired for being whistleblowers and going on strike December 20th. Now, the employees said they were told of their firings 2 days ago, 2 days before Christmas. The employees also filed the California Occupational Safety and Health Act, known as the Cal OSHA complaint. In the complaint, images alleging to be from the Mission Boulevard location show flooded conditions in the kitchen area, water dripping from the roof near a freezer, and sewer water flooding near what employees say is the dishwashing area. Well, coming up on KCBS.
I'm Raquel Maria Dillon in West Oakland, where commuters are trying out BART's brand new saloon-style fare gates. Will they foil the turnstile jumpers?
Hey, KCBS News time is 10:15. We're talking sports. Well, the Warriors, they didn't have their legs or their shooting arms tonight after being off since Christmas Day. They lost to the Miami Heat 114-102. Rough shooting night for Steph Curry. He went only 3 for 15. He had 13 points. Clay also finished with 13 points. Warriors are going to try to end their 2-game losing streak on Saturday night when Luka Doncic and the Dallas Mavericks come into town. We have some Thursday night football, and the Cleveland Browns clinched a playoff spot after beating the New York Jets 37-20. Joe Flacco for the Browns threw for over 300 yards and had 3 touchdown passes. It's only the second time since 2002 that the Browns have made the playoffs. Sharks, they were back on the ice tonight. It didn't look too good. They got shut out 5-0 by the Oilers. Here's more sports with Matt Pittman.
After a rough Monday night, Christmas night, throwing a career-high 4 interceptions in the 33-19 loss to the Baltimore Ravens, Brock Purdy is ready to turn the page. And perhaps most importantly, the quarterback says he feels fine, despite leaving the game on Monday night with a shoulder stinger.
Just got a lot of treatment done on it and everything. Sort of just work out the soreness within, the whole shoulder area, trap area. But it feels good. So I'll be good for this game.
You're probably wondering, what in the world is a stinger? Well, nobody I could think of to explain it better than Dr. Nirav Pandya, orthopedic surgeon and director at the UCSF Center for Sports Medicine for Young Adults.
So what a stinger actually is whenever there's some type of stretching or compression of the nerves that kind of come right out by the neck and shoulder area. What ends up happening is players will come out, they'll say, look, I feel a tingling down my arm, feels weak, I can't move it. So it really is a nerve injury.
Niners are in Landover, Maryland on Sunday, visiting the 4-11 Washington Commanders. Kickoff at 10 a.m.
At the sports desk, Matt Pittman, KCBS. Patrick was way behind on his IRS taxes.
I was in way over my head. The total amount ended up being somewhere just over $30,000. $30,000.
Then the IRS came to collect.
Started getting letter after letter. A lien had been filed against me. They were going to basically like hang me completely out to dry.
He had to do something.
That's when I reached out to Optima Tax Relief.
Patrick's life quickly got a lot easier.
It was very easy, pretty much hands off. You know, they picked up the ball and ran with it.
And how'd it go?
I couldn't believe it. I had to ask like 2 or 3 times. I saved an incredible amount of money.
How does Patrick feel about Optima?
Couldn't be happier. They definitely helped me. Optima Tax Relief, the best place to call. They're the best in the business.
Do what Patrick did and call Optima Tax Relief for a free consultation. Call 800-298-3904. 800-298-3904. 800-298-3904. Optima Tax Relief. Testimonial from an actual client. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Hey, it's Claire Beverly, your nighttime traffic reporter, wishing you and your family a warm, wonderful holiday season. From me, my partner, our dog, our 2 cats, our 2 chickens, and our pear tree. And no, it doesn't have a partridge in it, but we're still pretty excited about it. I hope you receive or experience something that you love this season.
Traffic and weather together here on the 8s on KCBS. Well, we got a new crash on the Bay Bridge, and Claire Beverly's going to tell us all about it.
It's on the lower deck of the Bay Bridge, Interstate 80 eastbound, past the island on the decline, and at least one lane is blocked off here. I can see on the KCBS Institute cams, traffic is jammed up from the island over to the decline, just before you get to the toll plaza. Beyond that, a good drive the rest of the way. They're staying on 80 into Emeryville and Berkeley, no delays there. If you are taking Interstate 80 into the Crockett area, we do have road work on the approach to the Carquinez Bridge from about Cummings Skyway over toward the toll plaza. They've got 2 lanes blocked off there, but traffic is so light tonight that it's really not affecting you too much. A couple of packets of road work on 680 southbound in San Ramon. There's a stretch from El Costa over to 580 where they're going to have a couple of lanes blocked, and also the ramps are going to be closed down the road south from Snow Boulevard to Highway 84. They're working, and now they're setting up on northbound Highway 85 at northbound 680 at Highway 84. They're blocking off lanes. Our next report is at 10:28 on the traffic leader, KCBS.
All right, thank you, Claire. Well, we take a look at your KCBS Bay Area forecast. Cloudy one here tonight. Might even have a chance of rain. We got that new system rolling in tomorrow. It's going to be a breezy one, bringing in rain and some strong winds. Also going to have some potential for a few thunderstorms. Look for highs to be getting into the 60s. Because of that, we're seeing a wind advisory that's going to be in effect for the Bay Area until 7 p.m. tomorrow night. Also looking at coastal flooding advisory. That's going to stay in effect until 2 p.m. for tomorrow from Big Sur all the way up towards the North Bay coast. So if you don't have to go hang out by the water, I know those 40-foot waves look really cool. I've seen some of those videos look really dangerous at this moment. High surf warning, that's going to stay in effect until 3 a.m. tomorrow morning as well. Showers are going to finally taper off on Saturday. We'll dry out on Sunday with some clouds and some lingering showers. Highs will stay in the 60s. And then for New Year's Day on Monday, it's going to be a dry start to start off with 2024. We'll even see some afternoon sunshine. You're going to have your highs in the 50s and low 60s. And once we get into Tuesday, increasing clouds for Tuesday. Rain's going to return on Wednesday, and even a chance of showers into Thursday. Traffic and weather together on the 8th on All News 106.9 and AM 740 KCBS. Well, Barton's trying out new fare gates at the West Oakland station. It's part of a plan to replace gates at all stations by summer 2025 for the cost of $90 million. KCBS's Miguel Maria Dillon took a look and talked with commuters about what they think.
The new gates are tall and reach almost to the ground. Only a skinny little kid could fit underneath. And the doors open away from you, nearly silently, after you swipe the Clipper card.
Good idea. And I see so many fare jumpers here. I'm glad they're doing something about it.
What do you think of the design?
It's a little kind of New Yorkish.
That's not a compliment coming from the Stephen Shen.
BART spokeswoman Anna Duckworth said they're testing different models here. One made out of clear fiberglass, another of perforated metal, to see which is sturdier and easiest to clean.
It's going to be really difficult to climb over, crawl under, push through.
I saw at least 2 people try to exit here and then turn around and get back on the train. BART staff said people also tried to jump the staircase railings to get out. Dangerous. But that means this pilot has successfully pointed out all the ways stations will have to be reconfigured for the new gate. In West Oakland, I'm Raquel Maria Dillon, KCBS.
Well, police in San Francisco believe that speed was a possible factor in a crash Wednesday involving a vehicle that slid down a hill in Glen Canyon Park. Now, 2 people were rescued after their car hit a curb, flipped over, and slid down a steep embankment. So far, police believe that alcohol or drugs were not a factor in the crash. The first 911 call came into first responders right around 2:45 p.m. when a hiker in Glen Canyon Park reported seeing a vehicle slide down the hill. Rescuers arrived and discovered a vehicle that had slid about 100 feet down an embankment, and crews carried out a technical rescue, which involved ropes and clearing brush, and 2 adults with minor injuries were taken to the hospital. Rescue operation briefly shut down 1 lane of O'Shaughnessy Boulevard. Well, the mayor of San Jose says he's doing all he can to try to meet the ambitious goals that he set in his first year leading the city to get homeless people in shelter. But as KCBS's Megan Goldsby reports, he admits he may not make it.
There are 1,000 new interim housing units in the city.
That are open and in operation. We also have some safe parking sites. We have council approval. We got the city council to approve 700 additional units, so that will be well in excess of that 1,000-unit goal.
But San Jose Mayor Matt Mayhem, speaking on our Ask an Expert program, says it may not happen in the original timeline, which was before the next fiscal year in July. Still, Mayhem says he's pushing.
I'm doing everything I can to empower departments to remove red tape and just make this simpler and more cost-effective, because we need immediate alternatives to tent encampments. We cannot allow the perfect to be the enemy of the good.
Which is why he says he'd like to see more safe sleeping encampments, which would be very rustic but would keep people off the street. Mahan says the public has been coming around to these arrangements, which he says work.
Over 7 out of 10 people who have ever entered one of these sites remain housed today.
Megan Goldsby, KCBS.
Well, San Francisco police are investigating a double stabbing that left a man dead and a woman injured early Thursday morning in the city's South of Market neighborhood. Officers were sent to Mission and Washburn Street shortly after 5:30 a.m. to investigate reports of a knife attack and found both victims suffering from stab wounds. The 45-year-old man was taken to a hospital where he died, police say. The 38-year-old woman was also treated at the scene and taken to a hospital to be treated for injuries that were considered life-threatening. Now we go over to Larry Thompson with your Bloomberg 20-minute report.
If buying a home is on your 2024 to-do list, here's some good news. Freddie Mac's average for 30-year fixed-rate mortgages is down for a 9th straight week to 6.61%. That's the lowest since May. Low inventory and high prices are keeping a stranglehold on home resales. An industry group says pending home sales, a measure of purchase contract signings, remained at an all-time low last month. The week between Christmas and New Year's is usually quiet on Wall Street, and this week has lived up to that reputation. Stocks closed slightly higher. Dow Industrials rose 54. The S&P 500 added 2 points. The Nasdaq fell 4. A federal judge has ruled that China's Alibaba must face a lawsuit brought by Kelly Toys over counterfeit Squishmallow plush toys sold on its e-commerce site. The suit says the toys continued to be sold despite Kelly's demand that they be stopped. Larry Kofsky, Bloomberg Business for KCBS.
Ho, ho, ho.
Why are you here, Santa? Shouldn't you be at the North Pole?
Sarah, I've got bad news. Your Christmas tree is looking a little shabby.
Getting rid of Christmas trees is hard to do.
When you call 1-800-GOT-JUNK to get rid of all your other old junk, Brian Scudamore is going to haul out your old Christmas tree for free.
All I have to do is point.
All you have to do is point.
Christmas trees disappear for free.
When you have other junk hauled away,
Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
or visit 1-800-GOT-JUNK.com.
Ho, ho, ho.
To start this new year right, Bill and Kathleen from American Vision Windows are on a mission to serve you.
I get joy. I can't wait to see the next customer.
I am 23 years later very energized about what we sell. We love people.
That's why we've literally given half of the company back to the employees. Those installers that come to your house, they want to live up to that. That's a white glove treatment.
To make your new year happier, Anlin Windows is offering $25 rebates for every window and $100 for every door. American Vision Windows will It's our huge holiday savings. Never before has American Vision Windows doubled a manufacturer rebate. Call today and get free installation, plus no money down, no interest, and no payments for all of 2024. Call 888-347-0711 or visit AmericanVisionWindows.com. details on approved credit offer expires 12/31/2023. CSLB number 778326.
Cover California is a free service from the state that's already helped millions of people